The guy says, I don't know why we're having this conversation. Escapism. Men escape from things they don't want to be a part of. Men walk away from relationship conversations that are not fruitful. They won't have, see, a man that loves you will sit down with you and have conversation. No matter how important, no matter the infinite importance of that conversation. It may not even be that important. You may just be throwing a tantrum, but let me tell you, when his heart is in that place, he will sit down and listen to that tantrum. But when that is not where he ought to be, or he doesn't put so much value in whatever it is that is happening, he will tell you you're wasting his time, or tell you, I don't even know why we're having this conversation right now. Why are we even talking about this? It's of little importance. Your relationship, how you feel for him, is of little consequence. Why? Because he's committed somewhere. And your feeling doesn't matter. Whether you love him or not, it's of little consequence. That's him saying it. Why are we even having this conversation right now? I already told you I'm a married man. I already told you I'm a family. And if you're going to be having children with me, you're going to be solely responsible for those children. Why are we having this conversation right now? Which means from the inception of the relationship, he told this lady the truth. So who is to blame? So the tears at the end, if you break this down, you understand that this guy is actually a victim. He's been manipulated to leave his wife. Why? Because at the moment where they were having this agreement, he was probably thinking with his legs instead of his head. Why are we having this conversation right now? It's a topic he doesn't want to talk about. Because he has made his stand clear so many times. And he has told you the truth so many times. Some people just block their ears towards the truth. In a relationship, you need to open your eyes and understand, and your ears to hear. Most times we don't listen. We talk, but we don't listen. The little conversations we have, we fail to deduce the knowledge from it. He was saying, I don't really know why we're having this conversation now, because we have had this conversation 1,000 times, and I've told you 1,000 times that I'm married, and I'm not ready to leave my wife right now, because it's not the right time for me to leave my wife. And okay, obviously you are insisting I should leave my wife. Even if I'm going to leave my wife, I need time to fix the relationship. I need time to bring my wife to the understanding that probably I've fallen out of love. And that time may be forever. And you decide to dedicate your entire life waiting for somebody that is busy building his. That means he's even tapping the resources from you and building his own. And you decide to sit there and wait. And you call yourself a good woman. You are not. This guy is not ready to have this conversation because he's tired of telling you the truth. And you don't want to hear the truth. You prefer the lie. Women love being lied to. Hey, if you really love me, you will tell me the truth. Are you capable? Are you mature enough to handle the truth? The truth is that I have a wife that I love so much and I'm not ready to leave. Are you mature enough to handle that? If you weren't mature enough to handle that, you wouldn't have had the first and the second and probably the third. If you're mature enough to handle that, you won't spend time listening to what his mother says. You would rather sit down and listen to what he's telling you. You won't believe, you're believing that what his mother said, that he loves you, because that is exactly what you want to hear, not what the guy is telling you. When women fall in love, they filter what the truth is. They put their eyes, they blind their eyes to what the truth is. And that attitude they portray towards the people they fall in love with and towards their pastors. Women tend to forget. In fact, they blind their eyes towards the thing their pastor does to them most times. Just like when they fall in love. They don't see the mistakes. They don't see the error. The only thing they see is good, 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 good. Even when you're pointing out the red flags, they don't see it. This person's mom loves you doesn't mean the person loves you. This person's mom accepted you doesn't mean the person has accepted you. This person's mom is always there and checking up on me. It doesn't mean the person fucking wants to live with you. He doesn't want to. He or she may not want to live with you. But because of the pressure from home, the person is like, okay, let me just try it. But let me tell you, that space where he is at, that's not where his at is. And you can't force him and manipulate him into being in that space. And then you keep going further. Probably, they have had agreements at the beginning. Maybe the lady approached, because if you've watched the video further, you see where, if you don't love me, I just want you to tell me so that I can find me a man that will be the father of my children. Obviously, you can see she has changed Bible principles. The Bible says he that finds, not she that finds. Obviously, she was the one who founded the father of her children. And suddenly, she doesn't want a baby daddy anymore. She wants to move from the level of a relationship based on baby daddy to a relationship based on husband and wife. Is that going to work? So this guy tries every way possible to escape this particular conversation. Why are we having this conversation right now? Why are we talking about this right now? Why are we doing this right now? When a man does that, that means it's not something he wants to delve into. That's not a topic he wants to sit down and dissect with you. But guess what? If it is somebody that he want to be with, he will know that that is a burden in your heart, and he'll be ready to sit down and talk about. Let's move on.